Um, so let's go back to your 2012 run. I mean, I think the first question is what inspired you to get involved in that to run and to get involved in that primary. What was the decision making process like to run for president?
I'm in Laguna Beach, which is my residence, and it's been a long journey for me. So when I was 18 years old, I pretty much figured out I was gay, and I struggled with that for a number of years. Moved to California from Chicago, where I grew up, to kind of keep my secret. I was pretty successful at it, having been an actor briefly, so I could kind of act as I thought I needed to not lose my job, which I thought might be in jeopardy, not lose my, which I thought might be jeopardized. So about 41, I came out with family. It was a slow process. I'd come out to friends earlier. I'd always been gay. I had a partner throughout my 30s. And it was a long journey for me. But when I retired in 2003 from my political consulting firm, I decided didn't really matter anymore. So I came out publicly trying to save a gay bar right here in Laguna Beach. And that was really an equivalent of coming out. And I did it with great trepidation. I was scared. I was, 53 years old, but I still didn't know what people would think. And I'd been used to living this double life so long. I was just kind of had grown comfortable with that. So anyway, I decided, what the hell, and I came out and never looked back. And I did it primarily because I wanted to try and influence younger people that there are no more limitations, that you can do anything you want to do. And I got very involved in Proposition 8 out in California, which really kind of increased my profile. We went after a lot of the big donors who were trying to qualify and pass Prop 8. So now suddenly I'm a gay activist, and I knew that I had to continue this, and I didn't know what to do, but I thought I could run for office now that my deep dark secret was public. And where do I start? At that point, I was about 60 years old, or no, about 60 years old. And I decided, why not start at the top? That's what my grandmother always taught me. I could run for city council, the school board, but it was a long road up. So I decided to go right for the gold rings, and that was the presidency. There'd never been an openly gay presidential campaign candidate before in a major party. One ran in the 70s as a socialist, but nobody in either major party. And I thought it'd be funny and significant if the first openly gay candidate for president would be a Republican. That would be the last party that people would expect to have a candidate from. And I had assumed that Senator Tammy Baldwin, who was, or somebody like David Cicilline, congressman, or any number of openly gay members of Congress would run first. But I decided to be that first candidate. And I had about a checklist of a dozen things, including how popular was Obama, who at that point in his first term was not doing well. He had not been great on LGBTQ issues. He kind of reluctantly went along with the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. He still hadn't come out and supported gay marriage. So I thought maybe I could get a little head of steam with the LGBT community, um, and just decided to do an exploratory trip, which I'm now in the 10th anniversary year. In February of 2010, I went to DC and New York and spent a week in New Hampshire testing the waters, which is actually the legal term when you're considering a run. And after my first night at the University of New Hampshire, speaking to the LGBT Gay Straight Alliance, about 40 kids sitting there mostly on the floor, were so inspired and in awe of what I was doing that I decided I had to proceed with this. And I campaigned full time, nonstop for the next 2.5 years until that last Utah primary in the very end of June of 2012.